Welcome back, Porter Masters. SCL Matt here with a very special unboxing video. Today, you may have seen me tweet about this. This is a box from Shapeways. For those of you who don't know or don't remember, Shapeways is the company that is taking care of the 3D printed Skylanders for Activision. It's not something they're doing themselves. That's not the capability they had. They said, these are people we trust with our figures, so we're gonna let them do it. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up and check out my figure. All right up on top here, we have this wonderful letter envelope with Eon sealed on the back. All sorts of good stuff. Actually, yeah, that seal is so lovely. I hate to open this, but we'll get to that in a minute. So we'll pull the rest of this out. Lots of bubble wrap here. And we get down to the magic, the Imaginator here. Comes in this nice little box. So nothing too special there. Have to go inside to figure this out. So once inside, and this reminds me a little bit of the Eon's Elite figures that we had, where there's the outer box and then the inner box. Very carefully here. Pull him out of plastic. And there we have him. This is my character I created. Call him Timber. Some of you may have actually seen me play him in game. I used him for a couple of speed runs. So, first glance, it almost looks, the coloring on there, like the finish, almost looks like it's flocked. That's the type of finish it seems to have. It looks kind of furry or fuzzy or something. The coloring is pretty good, actually. It's pretty good, very detailed, actually, for how small this figure is. I'm a little disappointed that all that coloring there was supposed to be straight black, and it's a really dark gray. So I'm kind of disappointed with that, because the black against the green has some nice contrast in the game, but in this figure it's just a little bit off, and I was worried about that, but not much I can do about that now. Other than that, though, this figure looks great. I knew which weapon, after looking through all the weapons, I knew which weapon I wanted to use. I wanted to use with this figure. So it just came down to designing a figure. And I really didn't know which direction to go with it. And I just started putting pieces together, and this is what I came up with. Like I said, I call him Timber. I'll be playing him in the game eventually. I do have him in a crystal right now too, but I will be putting this guy on the portal so I can level him all the way up. A few warnings on here. Yeah, it does say it actually right on the box here. The 3D printed Imaginator Skylanders figure included inside is not removable from the display case. Fragile contents, handle with care. So it is not intended to be removed from this case. I've seen someone who got a damaged figure, and so they decided it wasn't going to hurt anything, so they did find a way to take this apart, but it's not pretty. It really destroys the case. You're not going to be able to put it back together. And so I don't recommend it. This is a nice display case. It'll fit on the portal just fine. It works just the way it is. And overall, I mean, I think for mass production and the way they're doing things, like everybody gets their own customized figure. Like this is going to be a one of a kind figure, essentially. Like no one else is going to have this exact figure unless you copy my design and order one of your own. but even then it might not be exactly the same. It'll be close, but in any case, I'm very happy with this. Like I said, you'll be able to see me play it later. In addition to just showing you the figure, I did want to give you a little bit of a size comparison in case you're planning on getting one of your own or something like that. So we'll pull out like Golden Queen here. Starter pack figure in Skylanders Imaginators. You can see with the case, they're just about the same height. Golden Queen might be a little bit taller than the case, but the figure itself is actually pretty small. So we have that there. Another one we have known for size is Ninjini from Skylanders Giants. She's always been one of our tallest figures. Put her down at the base, and you can see her, the ponytail there comes up above the case, her arms above the case a little bit, but the figure itself, pretty small. And go all the way to the other end of the spectrum, grab one of our Skylanders Minis, and you can see, well, there you have it. It's bigger than a mini, that's for sure. That makes a lot of sense to me too. If we grab Tree Rex here, height-wise, actually pretty close to the same there. But I want to get a look at like just how big it is around. I don't know if you're going to be able to get a good grasp of how big that is, but or if we take one of our older figures here, one of the originals, here we go, Gil Grunt, one of our original Skylanders. So he's gonna be bigger than the original Skylanders. So it's somewhere in the middle there, probably about the size of like a Swap Force figure. I didn't grab one of those right offhand here, but bigger than the originals, a little bit smaller than the Sensei figures or Ninjini and stuff like that. But overall, I think it's a good size. You get a lot of detail in the figure yet, but at the same time, you don't want to be so big that it doesn't fit on the portal. So there you have it. This is my custom-made, custom 3D printed Skylanders Imaginator figure called Timber. I got it from, thanks to Activision and Shapeways that actually did the printing. Great thing they're doing this year with Skylanders Imaginators. So don't know how long they'll be running this program, but if you get the opportunity, you want to make your own, I'd say it's worth it. Oh, I almost forgot. We got this letter along with it that I was going to open up. So we'll take a minute, open this up, and check out what's inside. So we have this nice letter here. It reads, "Greetings, Portal Master. It is I, Master Eon. You may remember me from our many adventures together. I most certainly remember you. Your heroic deeds are well known throughout Skylands. I'm writing to congratulate you on your fine Imaginator creation. It is an honor to include your hero in my book of Skylanders, to be enshrined forever in the library of our Skylanders Academy. You may now use this magical toy to bring this Imaginator to life on the Portal of Power. I look forward to enlisting the aid of such a great champion and any other Imaginators you bring to the fight against chaos. Your friend, Master Eon." So there you have it. That's the letter that comes along with these Imaginator figures, the 3D printed figures. I believe this letter, or at least a similar letter, comes with the cards as well. It was another option for printing. If you didn't want to go full out and get the 3D printed figure, you could get a card that was also playable in the game. And from what I've seen, people say that I think this letter comes with that as well. So that's a little fun extra thing to see there. So that's all I have for you today, but I hope to be back with some more soon. So stay tuned.